Stupid, Hey everybody, yeah, sorry, but I'm back. Hey Luis Martinez, thanks for joining me, man. I don't know what's going on um, with my laptop. I can't get the sound to work anymore. Hey, thank y'all, Doug Carr, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Okay, Luis. Yeah, I'm on my phone now. I had to switch over to my phone. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my. Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, I'm on my phone now, guys. Hey, Mark, Richard, nice to see you. I was gonna play y'all my new. I've got a theme song that a guy gave me for my live streams, but I can't play it now because I was gonna play it on my phone into my laptop. Hey, King Arthur. Yeah, we'll get some people on here. We'll get started. Yeah, I know it's not. I don't know if somebody's got on here and clicked something, John, or not. Hey, Wonders of Life, good to see you. Gregory Calhoun said, hey, Calvin, how's that baby? She's so pretty. You'll probably hear her, Gregory. I did, Louise, but it's disconnected. Is there anything I can check on there? Let me check something to make sure. Yeah, I did recently, but it shouldn't be. It should be disconnected. Yeah. Okay, let's see something. Yeah, it was. Hey, Tom. Yeah, okay, it's enough people on here. Yeah. First of all, man, I just want to send out my deepest condolences uh, to the victims of that C-130 plane crash July the 2nd, man, up there in around Holo Salu. 45 people were killed. A lot of the best and brightest from the Philippines, man. They were soldiers coming back from a mission. Yeah, it crashed. I believe it was 92 people on board. So far, 45 have perished, man. And I want to send my sincerest condolences to their families, man. Yeah, Derek, it was sad, man. These were military men and women. Also, I did get some great news today. The NCR, the government says the NCR will reach population protection by November. And that just means population protection means when 40 to 50% of the population of a specific area has been vaccinated. That NCR area includes, Manila, Angeles City, all those places up there, Longapo. Jojo L says, Calvin, how about religion in the Philippines? I'm Baptist. Does that work here? Yeah. Every church that you see in America, you're going to see here in the Philippines. And more. And that's a fact. Matter of fact, on here, I seen where the Pope underwent intestinal surgery. I guess his, hell, he's getting old. I guess that's one of the prerequisites of being the Pope. You have to be old. So, but they said he came out of that pretty good. Eddie says, hi, what do you think about the green list, no USA? Well, you got to understand, Eddie, that green list right now is for returning Filipinos from abroad and overseas Philippine workers. It's not for you. That's not the green tourism that they're talking about, Eddie. Okay, this is like OFWs coming back from their assignments, uh, returning Filipinos from abroad, coming back home. That green list doesn't include uh, foreign tourists. Now, you can still get in here on a valid visa, remember. One exemption is the valid buying visa. If you're married to a Filipina and y'all come here to the Philippines together, you can get in. They'll stamp your passport with a valid buying visa, good for 1 year. And that's visa free. That's how I came here. Hey, Daryl Fulmore, thanks for joining us. He said prayers and condolences to those who perished in that C-130. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Joey says, hey, I'm a 41-year-old nobody. Well, you join the gang, Joey, in Canada, considering early retirement in the Philippines, but I'm still contemplating. Thanks for your videos. I enjoyed them, and I'm honored to say hi to you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Remember, guys, my channel is nothing without y'all. I hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th of July. And I know you probably you're still off today, some of y'all, but not Hollywood Baby. Good evening, man, to my favorite fireman down in Atlanta. Yeah, but some people still got it off. Well, thank you, Hollywood. He says, I'm on duty, but loving your walking vlogs and can't wait to see the progress on the house. Thank you, man. I'm going to take you up in the mountains later. One of my subscribers asked me to do a walk around up there, and man, you're going to be shocked. No, China, he says, can you come to get married? No. That's not a way to get in here. Cliff checking in from Augusta, Georgia. Now, that's where Little Richard is from, right? Thanks to the NTZ crew for keeping this a safe, respectable live stream. Thank y'all for everything you do. Oh, okay, Eddie. He says, thanks for the clarity. Yeah. Hey, Sam Champion, thank you. I used some of that Irish Spring soap you sent me, man. It's the first time I have used that in a long time, man. Okay, Cliff. Cliff said it was James Brown is from Augusta. So where is Little Richard from? He's from somewhere down there. Macon? Yeah, Macon, I think. Because Tennessee Traveler says, by the way, I'm on SRRV, so I probably won't get kicked out for visa, pandemic, etc. But I know that they had put those people on hold for a long time. You couldn't even get in. I think it was almost a year, everybody with SRVs. Hey, JoJo, thanks for that super sticker. And while I'm on here, man, on my last live stream that I had to cancel, there was no sound. Be honest, be kind. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Hey, everybody, yeah, smash the like button. A lot of people have been asking me about Thailand reopening. Well, of course, you know, Phuket, is that how you pronounce it? It's open, but you got to understand with some restrictions. It says visitors must be from low-risk countries. There's no quarantine, but you must stay on the island in an approved hotel for 14 days. After that, they're free to travel around Thailand, provided they can show a negative swab test on days 1, 6, and 12. So that's very important, guys. And, you know, that approved hotel for 14 days, that sounds like quarantine to me. Quarantine on that island. And then days 1, 6, and 12, you have to take that swab test. You have to get assaulted. Smooth Wheel says, Sunshine Shoulders look like the Philippines saved your life. You feel like a man again. That's great. I'm going to say that I've always felt like a man. I've always been a man. It's helped give me faith in mankind again. It rejuvenated me. That's what I did. Retired 2019, good to see you. Hey, Bobby G, thanks for coming. Colin B says, hey, Calvin, have you been keeping up with the NBA Finals? Who you think's going to win? Uh, well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I haven't been following. I don't follow sports like I used to, but I always watch the um, highlights, Colin. And ever since the pandemic, man, I just don't think like when the Lakers won it last year, it's just not like the real finals. And same with this year, I guess. Um, Once everything gets back to normal over the next season, when the arenas are full every game and the it's back to normal, then that'll be a good um, a real championship as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, thank you for that. But I believe the Suns because I mean they got a great coach. I believe the universe is on his side after all he's lost, and you know, then they've got Chris Paul, they've got Devin Booker. Those guys are playing really well. Smooth Will said, yeah, that's the right wording. Yeah, I was rejuvenated. That's all. JoJo L says, have you seen white female experts there? Yeah, experts there. Yeah, absolutely. Now, an expat can be somebody living here and working here. They're considered expats too. But I used to give them a pass, but no more. Because they're over here dating Filipino men. Yeah, they're over here dating Filipino men. Um, hey, John Claude Roger, thank you for that super chat. He said, keep them coming. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but yeah, you see them all the time over here. Hey, retired 2019. Thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Calvin, I just returned from a 9,000-mile cross-country road trip across America. America's a beautiful country. Absolutely, retired 2019. I walked from Louisville, Kentucky to Lexington, Kentucky back in August of 2005. And I can tell you, man, that I agree with you 100%. And Warren Knight says, why would a Filipino man want them? The same reason why the Filipino women want us. Money and a new life. They're not exempt from that. But yeah, they come over here. And I used to give them a pass. I thought they were missionaries, environmentalists, um, and students. But no, they're over here. Yeah, they're over here with these men. Over here, man, Pacquiao's being trolled over here. I was looking in the newspaper today, and they asked a question, and this is one of the uh, columnists asked the question: is Pacquiao's college degree fake? He said it is. He says uh, the Bachelor of Science degree in political science from the University of Makati that Pacquiao received after 1 year of study is fake. He says because first of all, they're not authorized to issue that kind of degree, and after only completing 1 year of study of a degree that normally takes 4 years to accumulate. So yeah, they're trolling Pacquiao, man. Pacquiao's a good guy. Joey Habib says, when you walk around the streets, do you sometimes feel like you might be in danger, or do you always feel safe? I always feel safe. Filipino people, remember, I always let you know that they're unicorns in the world. They leave you alone. They're not like anybody else. They leave you alone. They don't bother you. Wait, guys, let me plug my phone in. And you're not going to have any problems over here. Now, there's people, they love me over here, man. Believe it or not. Mulano, the travel boy, says, Calvin, you got some good content. Man, I appreciate it, man. Just, I talk about real life stuff in the Philippines and whatever comes across my mind from the ether every day, brother. I talk about it. And I just try to make it interesting. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Sam. I read it wrong. Normally I see that Kente. not night. Sorry, Anwar. Thanks, Sam. Hollywood Baby says, hey, Calvin, me and my wife are going to Hawaii this coming Sunday. Wow. 24th anniversary. I'm going to rejuvenate myself there. You know, you read my mind. I was thinking about that the other day. I said, you know, if I do have to leave here, I don't think I'm going back to the Continental. I may just go to Guam first and then go to Hawaii. Then once it opens up, come back. Joe Go says, who cares? He has a PhD in boxing. Yeah, see, but I mean, even the greatest people over here, man, you know, get trolled like that, man. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's on the front page. Web Design Faster says, very, very safe here as long as you don't rush. No, as long as you don't be rude and act like you're better than them. Yeah, they love that. That's a great point, Web Design Faster. Because I always tell people, Filipinos will embrace you if you just act just like them. You know, don't be afraid to drink. If you drink, you know, don't try to drink, you know, Cavassier. Just go ahead and drink the Emperador and the, what's that other beer that they've got? Red Horse and, you know. But yeah, it's safe over here. Don't make me roll out of it. Thank you for the super chat. He says, my own Boontalk, Calvin. Oh, man, that's good. Make me roll after of it. Where were you when you came over here? Make me roll after of it. Jojo L says, it's not about race, it's about love. Yeah, it's about character over here. Sam Champion says, Calvin, the love they display toward you is apparent by the way they greet you when you are walking around. Was the same thing in my wife's community when I was there. After word got out, all of them came. Yeah, I mean, I'm humbled, man. I mean, now if I go around town now, I can't go out. Somebody's going to recognize me, man. And I really appreciate that. Even though, you know, because of, you know, my electronic community pantry here in St. Carlos, I've raised my head above the radar again now, you know, but in a good way. But, you know, pre-pandemic, no one knew who I was. All right, James Lyons, he says, I always shout out everybody on the live stream. That's good, too. Terry Dale, I want to welcome you, man, to our first live stream. We're just a bunch of good men and women, man. We sit here and we support each other, man. We talk about everything Philippines, really anything else you want to talk about. Jojo L says, I'd like to make a plan to bring her to the Philippines to live. Who your wife? Hey, Chriselle, she says she's late. I love LaChan said he loves San Miguel. That's one of them, too. China said Duterte has a law background. Matter of fact, he was a pilot before that. I don't know if you know that. He said Manny made a comment that Duterte said made him uncredible. Oh, okay. Sean's Story and Adventure Channel says, I live in a predominantly Filipino neighborhood here in San Francisco. Visited Philippines in 2019 with my girl in 2009. Man, you must be making some big bucks, man. You live in San Francisco. Oh, man. Eric, I'm sorry to hear that. Ochieng says, too many unregulated fireworks. He says, a professional hockey player died last night due to errant fireworks. Wow. NHL are in one of the leagues. But yeah, guys, let's talk about the subject today. Owning a house or property here versus renting. And this is one of those things, guys. Listen, there's no right or wrong. There's no argument here. It's your preference. It's whatever you want to do. See, we don't always have to argue, and we can disagree to get along. I rented for ever since, and even to now, until our house is ready. So if you're going to be here for the long term, you may want to build you a small house. See, when we think about owning, we think about this extravagant places because remember, that's our Western thinking. We bring that over here. You know, you can build a small house for a lot less than buying a condominium. I promise you that. A lot of these condominiums now, man, I'm gonna tell you, they're just so small, and the demand pre-pandemic was so great, man. The prices were just ridiculous. You're talking about a 22 square meter condominium in Cebu going for 2 and 3 million pesos. No, man, I can't do that. Hey, Milano the Travel Boy, thanks for that super chat. He said, Happy 4th July, Calvin. Hopefully the Philippines will open up in 2022. If they reach this population protection by November, I think they're going to do something like Phuket is doing in Thailand. I think they're going to let people come in that NCR region. But yeah, you can build you, if you were to build you a 22 square meter house here in the Philippines, man, you could probably build that for $5,000, man. Or something like that. But because it's a condominium, you know, they're talking, they're wanting, you know, which would be 250,000 pesos here. $5,000 would be. They're wanting you to spend 2 and 3 million, man. You don't have to do it. Now, you're going to have to buy you a small lot. But I guarantee you, man, you can save a whole lot of money. These condominiums are just, man, they're so small, guys. I mean, they're super small. Hey, RC in Jacksonville, thanks for that super sticker, man. I really appreciate all your super stickers, super chats. Thumbs up, guys. Let's hit the thumbs up. Hey, Juan Diaz, he says, thanks for the super chat. He said, what's your recommendation for a person who wants to retire in the Philippines? A double residency, or should we become a full Filipino citizen and give up U.S. residency? Also, would we lose our SSDI if we become a Filipino resident? I don't recommend you giving up your U.S. citizenship, and you can get a permanent resident visa, you know, and that would answer a lot of your questions right there. You're not going to lose your SSDI. Now, I know when my brother was on, when getting his disability, I don't know what it is now, a few years ago, you would have to check in with your doctor and he'd have to evaluate you every so many years. So you may want to check into that. But no, you're a U.S. citizen. You've earned your Social Security disability. The only way you can lose that is if the doctor deems that you're no longer disabled. And then, of course, the government says you're no longer disabled. But yeah, don't give up your U.S. You don't have to give up your U.S. citizenship. There's several visas open for one day. Come back and start the process over. You know, get your 13A visa, which is a permanent resident visa. You can get you one of the 4 SRRVs that you may qualify for. But yeah, you don't have to be a dual citizenship. I wouldn't give up my visa. Terry Dale said Canadians don't need visas. See, I don't know, and that's great news. See, I didn't know that. Thanks, JLM, for the super chat. What is the air quality like living there among all the greenery versus Louisville? I tell you what, now, here in San Carlos, let's talk about that. Because San Carlos City is a small city, and the air quality is a whole lot better than in Louisville, because it's, and even in Dumaguete, because there's not many cars and motorcycles here versus a big city like Louisville. And I'm going to take y'all up in the mountains later. My next video is going to be there. And then there's no comparison. The air up there is cleaner. I mean, it's cooler there. George said at Terry Dale, if you stay longer than 30 days, you need a visa. Yeah, well, see, that's what, I guess he's mistaken. A lot of people mistaken. If you're a U.S. citizen, you don't need a visa to come to the Philippines. Your passport, your valid passport with 6 months of travel still on it, before it expires. That's good for 30 days, but then you have to apply for a visa or extension. Web Design Faster said island air here is great. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all when I go up in the mountains today, man. I mean, it's so clean. It's man, it's about 10 to 15 degrees cooler. There's always a breeze coming off there, and it's safe. This is the new thing over here in the Philippines. Bang, you a plot of land up there in the mountains, man, because it's about a quarter of the cost of land down here on the ground. Had I known then what I know now, I would have bought up there. Muhammad Haas is a lie. He doesn't even know. He's not over here, and Ricky was at work. He's lying, you know. Now, see that Muhammad Mas, y'all need to get rid of him if you see him. He's a troll. Uh, I get rid of him. Ricky doesn't even use drugs. And you got to understand, we're matching the money with Rick. Even if he does, he's not going to use it up on our watch. I'm sorry. Eric Ochiang says, with all that love, what precautions do you take against haters? I just ignore them because they just looking for attention, guys. That's all. They have no credibility. They have no authority. Why do we take them so serious? I don't know. And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep going. Do not send me, and I know you guys are trying to look out my best interest and having my back, but don't send me that negative stuff that somebody said about me in a comment or a video somebody done about me. Okay, that hurts me more than what the trolls do, because what I don't know doesn't hurt me, man. I ignore them. They have no credibility. They have no authority. It's none of my business what they say. But when you send me that stuff, it poisons my thinking, guys. Don't do it, okay? We really need to, I mean, who are these guys? I mean, they want to be, they're like a security guard who wants to be a real policeman. And I love security guards over here. But, come on, guys. The only credibility they got is the credibility y'all give them. I don't fear the trolls. I fear y'all because it's the people who follow them, and click on this stuff and read it. I don't get it, man. Really. Let's see. Sorry about Derek Greenway said sorry about the interruption, Cap. No, it was no interruption. Okay. Tom says sell the property you have and buy property in the mountains. Don't build your house but once, just saying. Yeah, no, but see, what I want to do is, Tom, I'm going to just buy a small plot of land up there and have them build me like one of them resting spots that are popped over here. They got a roof over them, and then they got like a seating area like this. And just sit up there, man. That's all I really want to do. Yeah, Cliff, that's what I do. Continue to work out with negative people all over the world. Hey, here's Rick right here. Come here, Rick. Wait, hold on, guys. Here's Rick. See what the universe does when these trolls try to bring trouble around? Come here, Rick. Let me show them something. Come here. Pull it out. What's wrong? A flat tire? What's he saying? The tire messed up on his... Come here, Rick. Oh. Well, he can take that. Come here right here real quick, Rick. I want to show them something. Come here. Stand right here. Just look in the camera here. Come over here. This is Rick. Does he look like he's on drugs? He's not. He bought his bike over here because he needs the paddles fixed on it. This is Rick. Go like that, Rick. Go like that. Go like this. Do it. He's okay. All right. We're going to get that fixed. Tell your mother to come out here and talk to Rick. Tell him that, you can go to that bike shop, Rick, over on Broachy Street, and tell them to fix that. Yeah. He's having problems with his with the paddles. Andrew. Okay, I got rid of him. Hey, Sam Safari says, God bless you, Rick. Yeah, one of the guys here in San Carlos, and Rick, tell Rick we're bringing them groceries over there today because the guy, one of the locals here, um, one of the locals here came by my house last night. I was asleep and gave my girlfriend some money and said to buy them some groceries and stuff. We're going to do that today. Yeah, shout out to Big Rick. Yeah, Rick, let me show y'all his, can y'all see his bicycle? I'm going to show y'all Rick's bike. Yeah, Rick's out there working, man. Rick ain't smoking no drugs, man. Y'all got Rick messed up. Rick's a new man. He's got a new outlook on life, man. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Terry Dale says the single women you interviewed this is funny, Terry, but I'm going to answer it for you. He says, hey, Calvin, did that single lady you interviewed ever find a man? With the women that I interviewed, okay? I will not interview another woman. Only women I'm going to interview are the scammers. I got a few that I'm trying to line up, guys, to show y'all what to look for, what not to look for, okay? But no more good women. Hey, Simply Actors, welcome. Hey, Jason Flint, good to see you. Hey, Sal said, Calvin, did you see the story on the news? Just like Gail, but it's a super good outcome. I didn't. Sal, what are they talking about? Hey, Billy, yeah, Rick, it's different now. When we went over there yesterday, he was laughing. I never seen him laugh before. He's come back to life. Honey, tell him to take, what's he need? What's he saying? Is that his paddle? Oh, it's crank. Well, come here. Tell him to take that over to Brochi Street. Give him 500 pesos. Tell him to take it over there. Yeah, Rick's in good shape, guys. Hold on, I'll show you, Jason. PNP stands for Philippine National Police, David. Now there's Rick. Y'all want to see Rick. Rick ain't no joke. Rick's out here working, man. There's his bike out there. He's getting ready to take that bike to get it fixed. There's Rick. It don't look like he's on no drugs, man. Y'all got Rick messed up. You know. Rick don't even want charity. Rick said, he told my girlfriend, he said, we can match him. Yeah, just tell him. Yeah, get a receipt. Hey, thanks Dale L for that super chat. He said a couple of dollars for Rick's grocery fund. Yeah, he bought some money over here today. And then what we told him to do, he bought 3,000 pesos over here. It's a good guy. He dropped 2,000 before over here. We said we're going to spend 2,000 on Rick and them for their groceries and their needs. And the other 1,000, we'll just give them 200 a day for 5 days. Because if I give them that 1,000, I don't know what they'll do with it. I don't know if they've ever had 1,000 pesos at one time, believe it or not. Brett Reinhardt says, volcano between you and Bacolod active. The one in, they consider it active, but because, you know, they do those little trimmers and stuff like that. Okay, John, he says, Calvin, tell David what I needed. All I needed was 2 forms of ID. That was it, David, to open up my bank account. I gave him my passport and my license. And, of course, you have to fill out a W-9 because, you know, those drug laws over in America. They want to make sure the money that's going into the account over here is legitimate money. Hey, Ron Finley, thank you, man. He says for Rick to get his bike fixed. Yeah, we gave him 500 pesos. Thank you for that super chat. Hey, Derek Green, thanks for that super sticker. Oh, yeah, John. No, thank you, John, for John told me where to go. He said he had a whole, see, that's the type of stuff, the information we need. Here's what John did. I said, John, I want to open up a bank account here. And I asked him, is it hard or is it easy? What he told me, he said all the banks that he went to gave him a hard time, except PNB. See, because he said that the other banks, if your signatures were not the same, they wouldn't let you open up one. If they weren't exactly the same, you know, because the Philippines is strict over here, guys. That's why I tell you, man, when you come over here, make sure you cross your I's and dot your T's, guys. For real. Trayvon Edmonds. Hey, Trayvon Edmonds, he's the one who gave me the Sunshine Shoulders theme song. But Trayvon, I'm not going to be able to play it today because something's going on with my laptop. I was going to play it on my phone through the, you know, the Bluetooth speaker, but I can't get any sound. I'm going to have somebody look at this computer. Maybe I hit something inadvertently. But as far as owning and renting, somebody said, would I suggest leasing? You know, if that's, you know, you're saving money. That's cheaper. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, lease the land. You know, I think you can lease it for up to 50 years, 25 years at a time. And then, you know, build your house on that. But if I'm going to build a house, man, I don't want to lease. But that is an option, guys. Because over here, you just never know. The person may sell the land. Oh, okay. Iskandari says 99 years. Wow. Okay. Web Design Faster said, I have BDO. Was easy to open. He said, PNB asked 1,000 questions. I think with John's problem was both of his IDs didn't match completely. Islands Journey Through Life says, morning, Calvin. What camera and mic do you need to use for your channel? And what do you recommend for new YouTubers to be successful? Hey, thanks for that question. I just use my iPhone, Eileen, because, you know, we don't have a lot of money. And, you know, it's going to take you a long time to even get your channel monetized. But I say to a new YouTuber, talk about things that you want to talk about, that you are passionate about. Do videos on that. Do a video every day, because every video you do, you're practicing for the next video. Try to, you know, because what's going to happen is eventually you're going to get a support group, meaning a base, and then, you know, listen to your subscribers. But the thing is, be true to yourself. Talk about something that you absolutely know something about, that you can give your heart and soul, and the people can feel that. You can transmit that, you know, sincerity to your viewers, because they like that. But don't get down on the negative stuff. And you're not going to get any negative stuff until you start getting followers, okay? Hey, Jason Flint, thank you so much for this super chat. He said, we need to differentiate Rick's ride. This is for some clothespins and a deck of playing cards. He need that ghetto muffler working. Tell me you don't remember when you had that as a kid. Absolutely. We bought Rick those clothes he had on. They're new clothes, as a matter of fact. Hey, Jeffrey Chandler, thank you so much. He said a little something extra for feeding Rick and his family. Man, you guys don't realize, man, Rick and his family, what we've done for them. And this is the second time I've ever specifically helped somebody. First time was Donna and baby Denise, and it was them. Because these were cases, man, that were over the top, man. They grabbed a hold of you. And I want to thank y'all, man, because I'm going to tell you, Rick is not the same guy anymore. He is not. Eileen, another thing, some guy says, yeah, Philippine U.S. content. If I were you and you know, like I said, talk about things that you want to talk about and what you see is popular. See, I knew that there was a lot of questions going around about the Philippines that weren't being answered on YouTube, really, not from a regular person. So I decided to do that. I said, you know, I'm going to gear my channel to the new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, and I'm going to give them the nitty gritty. I'm going to tell them exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing, my perspective on it. From just a regular Joe, not some guy sitting in some fancy tower looking down on the locals, giving you a play-by-play, or somebody over in Houston, Texas, or, you know, Compton, California, talking about the Philippines, you know. I'm boots on the ground, and that's why I say that. I'm actually here. Alan said, Alan's journey through life said, Calvin, actually you have helped a lot, and we appreciate your passion. You have some big boots. Thank you. But yeah, you know, talk about what you want to talk about. Be true to yourself. Listen to your viewers. They'll tell you what they want to hear. Okay? But because it's a lot of interest in this Philippine genre, I would gear a lot of my material toward the foreign audience. You know, because YouTube is going to recognize foreigners a whole lot more than Filipinos because, you know, number one, foreigners have the money to buy what's on those ads. Okay, and then they've got a lot of other distractions. So their views are worth a whole lot more than the Filipinos' views because Filipinos, they spend so much time online. Okay. Hey, guys, yeah, give me some thumbs up. Give me some support, guys. Okay. Juan Diaz said 300 people watching. Give Calvin the likes on the video. It goes a long way. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, as far as renting and owning, guys, let's not argue about that. It depends on your situation, what you're trying to do. If you're going to be over here for the long term, you know, you may want to look into to buying or owning. S. Fritchie says, do you have to pay taxes in America? Absolutely. I'm a U.S. citizen. I just have an address in the Philippines. I just live over here. My income that I earn from YouTube and that I earn from my insurance business is from America. I get a 1099. Now, I haven't gotten a 1099 from YouTube yet because my channel just got monetized in January. It's not like I've been monetized all this long. But yeah, they're going to send me a 1099, absolutely. But yeah, guys, let's not argue about that. It's a choice you're going to have to make. Now, we bring our American thinking, our Western thinking over here, and we think, when we think of a house, we think of this big extravagant place. I wouldn't build a big extravagant place, even if I'm going to be here for the long term, because in the event you have to sell it, man, you have a hard time selling that. Now, my house, everything together, man, is $20,000, man. I know it doesn't sound like a lot over there, but over here, 1 million pesos is a lot. My girlfriend would never, ever be able to accumulate 1 million pesos her entire life, probably. Okay? So, and you can get a quality house for that. You know, but I don't know your taste. I don't know what it is you're trying to do. You know, but if you come over here like some guys do and they live, especially up in Luzon where the rent tends to be more, they're paying, even in Cebu, they're paying $300, $400, $500 a month for their houses and their condominiums and their apartments to rent. In 3 years, man, that's a lot of money, man. You could build a small house here. See, on a small piece of lot. What are you talking about, Billy Johnson? I don't know what you're talking about. He says that's not true. What do you mean that's not true? You get to deduct up to 105,000 in earned income if you live in the Philippines at least 11 months a year. Yeah, but I mean, what's that have to do with it? I still pay taxes. He asked me that I pay taxes. I pay U.S. taxes over here. That was the question. Now, I don't know. Maybe you're answering somebody else's question. Uh, Also, now, the question could also be what's uh, more complicated, renting or owning. Owning up, absolutely, is more complicated because you get to lease the land, or if you're trying to buy the land, you can't own it unless you're in some type of corporation. Talk to a lawyer about that. But boots on the ground, just me talking to you. We can't own land, so it can get complicated. Then you got to go out and get an engineer. He's got to build the house. You got to, even when you build it, you got to maintain it and all that. It gets complicated. Now, when you rent, like here, it's only $170 a month to rent here. You say, well, why don't you stay there? But here's the thing. I'm 58. My daughter's 10 months old, guys. It's very, very important. Remember, this is just my situation. Yours is different. For children to have a roof over their heads over here, that gives them a jump on life, man. That's very important here. Let me get to super chat real quick. Thank you, AJ Eckley. Good to see you back, man. Calvin, happy belated 4th of July. You should always buy a house if you can afford it. Just think of it as depositing money into your bank. Absolutely, I agree with you. And I'm doing this for my children over here. 2 of my children are probably going to live their whole lives over here. My other son in Zamboanga City, he's going to, I'm pretty sure, go back to the United States because he's connected to my family over there. He's lived over there for several years. And he wants to go back home. Hey, Philip Cooper, what's going on? Thank you, man. Phil is living here in Luzon. He went home, check on some family business. Thanks for the super chat. He said, just saying what's up. Keep up the solid work you do. Although I'm on the road, I'm still following you, man. I appreciate you, Philip, man. A lot of your experience has really helped me. Yeah, Iskandaro, he said, true. If something goes wrong, they still have a place to stay. And that's what it's all about with me doing what I'm doing. And even though people over there say, oh, man, that's a small place, that's your Western thinking. 20,000, that's not a lot. Yeah, it is over here. They will own that, man. If something happens to me, trust me, a roof over your head and a full belly goes a long way anywhere. But especially here, man, it gives them a lease on life, man. It gives them an advantage over here. And that's what it's all about for me. Now, for somebody else who's single and coming over here, you may not want to own. You want to say, hey, well, I want to keep it simple. I'll just get a place like yours, Calvin, for $170 a month and leave it at that, see? Let's see. Jojo L says, you believe a Filipino man with a white wife would share the same success as a foreigner with a Filipina? I believe it. I believe it because, remember, if they do the right things, as far as, it's all about compatibility over here, Jojo. And that's something I had to learn. I think that's something John would tell you he had to learn. Having, been with different women, they're all beautiful, and then, they're intelligent. Most of the women you meet are going to have college degrees over here. They're going to be professional women, man, But it's going to come down to compatibility. Really? Okay, Eileen's journey through life. Calvin, I need to go, but I'll always be back. Keep sharing them boot adventures. Take care. Bye, guys. Hugs and kisses. You're welcome anytime, Alan. Tennessee Traveler said at Sunshine Shoulders in 2003, I was outside the United States for more than 8 months, so I could deduct up to $85,000 tax-free. Look into that. I think it's gone up. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, see, that's what I need to do, man. Cause maybe they can uh, give me. Maybe I can redo my taxes then, cause I didn't know. I was just doing my taxes. I've been here. I've done 3 tax seasons over here, but of course, 2 of them have been when I've already been here at least 11 months. The taxes I did in 2019 for the year 2018, they didn't qualify because I got here December the 5th. Hey, Jason Flint, thank you. Oh, yeah, and while you're on here, Jason, let me say this. The get-together, Sunshine Shoulders get-together in Vegas is going to be from August 13th to August 15th, or August 16th, because Jason Flint's birthday is the 16th. And it's going to be at the Rio Hotel and Casino. Jason Will said there are lots of Filipino men with white foreigner women YouTube channels. Filipinos like watching them. Yeah, because they're sort of like a rarity, really. You hardly ever see it. And it's still like a novelty. And they're kind of wondering, how are they getting along? Really. Hey, Philippines, my live stream. Thank you. Okay, here's Road to the Philippines, guys. This is my buddy, okay. This guy's funny. He don't even know it, though. Danny. He says, one day I'd like to drink a Gatorade with you and a few shots of whiskey with John. I appreciate how you keep it 100. Thank you, Danny, man. The Road to the Philippines. Check him out, man. If you keep doing what you're doing, Danny, don't change, man. Talk about the same stuff you're talking about in the same manner you're talking about. Your channel's going to grow, man, because it's funny to me. Especially the way you go back and forth with the trolls and stuff like that. Trust me, man, you will. Hey, thanks. Don't make me roll out of it for the super chat. He said, legacy investment is very important. You have a child or loved one. Those penines give our old asses their youth and the pleasure of their honey pot. Excellent. Man, I can't say it any better, man. If you got children over here, if you got family, if your woman is over here, and I mean your real woman that y'all really, y'all fit together like a hand in glove, you've been together for some years, you've invested your time, and everything, and your money into it, man, why not build a small house that she would never be able to build on her own? See, because not only is that for my daughter, man, it's for my woman, man. For 2 years, she's nursed me back to health, man. She deserves it. When she was going around getting all the paperwork for the land and then the building permit, man, people were congratulating her. They know her from here. She's lived here her whole life. They seen the struggles. They seen, with her, children's father and stuff like that. And they know how good of a person she is. And they're so happy for her, man. It hasn't really hit her yet. Because if you go over there now, I'm going to do a video today. You go over there now, and remember over here in the Philippines, they still use the old Chinese architectural system. So it looks strange to you when you see all these 2x6s and stuff strung together in lines and stuff. But eventually, you're going to see everything start coming together. And once she sees those hollow blocks starting to outline that house, man, she'll break down. I promise you, man. And that's what's going to happen. Yeah, Billy Johnson, you're right. He said, Sam, you're correct. Any interest from banks has to be claimed on U.S. taxes because it's unearned income. Yeah, and you're right, Billy. That's why they have you fill out that W-9 too. Okay, Sam Champion. Yes, here's something I'm gonna look into then. Sam Champion said, Calvin, he's correct. The rule states you must remain outside the U.S. and territories for 330 days in a 12-month period. Might be worth looking into for your taxes. Oh my God. I don't think you need to pay Kentucky tax, but I'll pay both of them. But see, I'm going to do my taxes. I'm going to have them redo them now for 2020 and 2019 because I qualify for that. And see, I owed $4,000 last year that I had to pay, and then this year I owe 20. Let's see, how much did I owe? 3,300. That I paid. Hey, Sean, what's going on from St. Louis? Leo XL says plant some fruit trees so they eat forever. I got 5. Yeah, we've got the engineer who's designing and building the house. He gave us 2 jackfruit trees, and not only that, but hell, they provide good good shade, and that's what we were looking for, something for some shade. John Wells says, I agree with Calvin on building a house for his girlfriend and daughter. I would not build one for a woman that you haven't known very long. Yeah, and like I said, every situation is different. You know, because some guy said, am I going to buy a car? No, I'm not going to buy a car. She's got a motorcycle, that's it. If I'm going to spend, you know, that amount of money on a car, you can buy a house. And remember, it's nothing to argue about, guys. It's just whatever your preference is. Really, that's what it is. Alien Burger said, you owe taxes. Why not have more taxes taken out? Well, I'm a 1099, see. So, you know, I'm a sole proprietorship. So, you know, nobody's really, now I can pay more quarterly if I wanted to, but now that these guys are giving me that information that I didn't know, I'm just going to take advantage of that. And I won't owe nothing. Hell, I'm over here, man, making about $20,000 a year and owing taxes. Philip Janik said, did you get to Manila, Calvin? Not yet. Philip. Okay, yeah. Sam Champion said, Calvin, I know for sure you can go back and refile the 3 previous years. Used to be 5 years. Not sure about now. I used to do taxes. Well, I'm going to do it, Sam, and I'm thanking you and Billy and the guy who asked me that. Hey, Clint Dow, I'm glad you brought this up. He said, I'm going to keep pushing that solar on you. Okay, I'm going to go up in the mountains today and see. That's one of the things people were asking me about. Well, is the electricity up there? Well, the couple who we, you know, toured us around their property, they got one building up there that they keep their turkeys in, their chickens, and all their supplies and stuff. It has one solar panel on the roof, and that's how they run that up there in those mountains. Because, you know, the sun shines here 365 days. That's a great idea there. Hey, thanks, Mike. Who's that? Mike? Is it Woliver? How you pronounce that? Oh, Woliver. Mike Woliver. Thanks for that super sticker. Ronell Adaro says, when will be the completion of the house? Now, he's going to be over today, and I'm going to ask him. He'll give me an estimated time it's going to be finished. But you got to understand, remember over here, when they get close to, and this is on him, not me, when they get close to finishing, they'll slow down. See? Now, it's going to be up to him to be over there, being on their back. But I would probably say, I'm going to say about 45 days to 60 days. Okay, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Billy, man, for all this information, man. See, I didn't know. I'm going to have to go back and refile my taxes for the last 2 years because, you know, man, that's money they need to be sending me back. Ronell says, I'm excited about the tour, man. You talking about you, man. I am. Uh, but, okay now, guys. Now, remember, my income's coming from the United States. Just because I'm living here, I'm not earning my income from here. I'm earning it over there. It's from there. Darko Jones said, just bury the cash and keep it. Hey, Dexter, thank you. Dexter Perkins said, hey, Calvin, always enjoy your show and conversation. I appreciate it, man. Remember, I'm nothing without you guys, but on this own versus rent, it's no argument, man. It's the same with this budget thing. It's what you want to do. But if you're going to be here, if you're single and, you just over here mingling, I probably wouldn't build either. But remember, if you built a small house here, and even if you don't live here, every time you come back here, you'll have a place to stay. It's going to pay for itself, man. You don't have to do the Airbnb. You don't have to do the hotel thing. And you can have somebody stay in it for you. Somebody that, you trust. James Lee said, can you tell us how much you make, Calvin? I probably earn about $1,200 a month on my YouTube, if that's what you want to know. And then, of course, I got another $1,400 a month coming in from my insurance renewals. And all of that's taxable. So I always set out 25% of that, so I'm at about $1,900 that I have to live on over here, $1,900 a month. I'm not rich in money, man, but I'm rich over here. I promise you, man. I was earning good money over there, guys, but I was dying. I was dying there, man. The big three were going to get me if I'd have stayed over there any longer. The thugs in my community, stress, and the police. So, I left. Hey, Tariq Campbell, thanks for that super chat. He says, if I marry a Pinay in another country besides the Philippines, let's see, will I be able to apply for a visa to come before the lockdown ends? Absolutely. I know Filipinos married to Pinoys who can enter the country. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's called a balikbayan visa. But you have to be in a country where the marriage is recognized by the Philippines, okay? That's the one thing you want to make sure of, all right? And then when y'all come together at immigration, make sure that you have your marriage certificate, because that's how I'm here now. Me and my wife came over here together. The marriage certificate, they'll stamp your passport, you get 1 free year. See, the balikbayan visa, it's exempt from all that visa lockdowns and, everything like that. You can get in with that. Yeah, David said you can enter, you just need quarantine. Yeah, you're going to have quarantine. Leo says you are successful. Yeah, success has a lot of, it's relevant, man. Look, it has just as many, Earl Nightingale says success, it has just as many meanings as the people who have those definitions, but everybody knows the definition of failure. That's mankind's inability to achieve its goals. So, yeah, we're all successful to an extent. Sam Champion said, Calvin, one of the main reasons so many people love your channel's content is the fact that you're so very transparent. A lot of folks don't like talking personal finances. Well, see, I don't have anything to hide. And then, like that, man. I mean, that's nothing, really. Remember, I'm free now. I'm free today. I'm enjoying a freedom I never even knew existed over there. So, I was going to wear my Pinoy Lives Matter shirt today, but it's still wet on the line. And I don't care if people get mad about that. I wear what I want to wear over here. See, the level of freedom that I never enjoyed at home. I love America. That's my country. But it was going to kill me if I stayed there. Doug Carr, thank you for stopping by. He said, Calvin, you have a good day. I need to get going. Yeah, John, he's talking about the prenup. See, y'all don't understand. Some prenup, a good lawyer can cut up a prenup, man. It ain't gonna mean a whole lot. And remember, okay, the prenup is what you had before you met the Filipino. Hell, after 5 years, I'm pretty sure you're gonna accumulate a nice amount of stuff. If you're if you're just working over there in America, so she's gonna have access to some of that stuff, guys. And then it's your wife. You know, everything's good till it goes bad. You're going to have to reward her for some of the good years that she was with you. You know. And remember, that's where that support group comes from when y'all get over there. They're going to tell her, because over here, she knows she ain't got nothing coming when she's married over here in her home country. But she don't know that over there. See? She doesn't know that over there. They tell her, look, you're entitled to this, this, and this. If he leaves you now, don't worry about it, because you can still get your removal of conditions. They're going to tell her all that stuff just in case something goes wrong. See, they don't want it to go wrong, but she's going to know. They're going to give her the Filipino rules, man. I did a video on it. Kona Ranger, beautiful, man. He said the secret to getting ahead is getting started. Yeah. All that procrastination, and see, Filipinas, I didn't say Filipinos, I said Filipinas. They're some of the world's greatest procrastinators, guys. One of my subscribers said, hey, his Filipino was supposed to, had got something done about his son, him and his son, and showing that he was the father, the parentage, and all that. Still hasn't done it yet after 7 years. Because they'll put it out, put it out, and put it out. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm talking about, Tom. He says, Calvin, income earned on U.S. soil is not foreign earned income, and therefore cannot be excluded from U.S. taxes with the foreign earned income exclusion. See, that's what I'm thinking. Now, maybe next year, if since my YouTube channel is in the Philippines, maybe I will qualify for it next year. But I don't think I qualified for those other 2 years because my income was earned over there. It wasn't earned here. But I'm going to ask somebody who really knows. Makia Yael says, is electricity the same as in America? It's expensive over here. It's not as expensive, but it's expensive over here. And, you know, in America, we hardly have any brownouts or blackouts unless it's a major storm, a windstorm, or something like that. But here, man, I don't care. You can have a brownout for 12 hours. Your bill is still going to be the same. Yeah, Eric, he says, remember, a tax preparer like H&R Block, they charge by the form too. Because I did them my first time, and then I started, for a lot of time, when I'm in America, you know, I do my taxes myself. I've kept my taxes from H&R Block from 2007. And every form that they used, I used, and I just followed their directions. But over here, I use TurboTax. Oh yeah, Richard Hoagland. I didn't say you was trying to lock her out, but if you have some wealth, yeah, and looking to protect a large portion while retiring in the Philippines, absolutely, I'd get something, you know, because she's not entitled to it. But give her what she's entitled to. That's all I'm saying. Nicholas Cherry says, have you ever tried or thought about writing off expenses from your channel? Well, see, next year I'll be able to do that, but not this year, because see, I just got monetized in January 2021. So for my taxes that I prepare in 2022, I'll do that. I see Seth's Travel Vlogs is on here now. Is this you or your husband? What's going on, Texas Zoe? I'll tell you what, Texas Zoe sent me a picture. I put it on my community page. He's the type of guy, man, I'm going to tell you. He's my type of guy. He lives over here like he lives in America, man. This guy's got a humongous, nice grill, man. I don't know if he bought it over here with him or not. But he was smoking that thing on the 4th. And him and TJ not on here today. TJ is new to the Vow. They met on my channel, man. See, that's what I want to do on my channel. They met on this channel. He invited TJ over to his house, man. They had a great time, man. Oh, okay. Yeah. Micah, Yael. For some things you do, but like for your chargers on your computer and on your phone, they already have been adapted to the electricity. But a lot of your small appliances, you're going to have to get an adapter because I think it's 220 over here. Timothy Rogers said, Calvin, it was warmer in Ohio today than the Philippines. Well, the temperature might have been higher, man, but I tell you what, yeah, it's a difference over here, man. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. I don't care if you live in Houston, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, or wherever the hottest places in Arizona. When you get over here, man, it's a different type of heat, and it's going to kick your behind. MJB in the P2B says, hey, Calvin, I heard China was on the green lane list, but not U.S. and U.K. Scratch my head because remember they're talking about Filipinos, man, and overseas Filipino workers returning Filipinos from abroad. All right, this green lane list, and this is just a tentative list, guys. Don't buy into too. They're not talking about you. See. Okay, Micah, Yael. But you don't need, if you're married to a Filipino and y'all come over here together, you don't need that green lane list anyway if you're in the UK or USA. You're going to get in via the ballot buy-in visa. You're exempt from all that stuff. The ballot buy-in visa is the only one that's exempt from all that. You and your wife come over here at the same time, your Filipino wife, with your marriage certificate, you're going to get in. Now, you're going to have a quarantine, 7 to 10 days or something, but you can get in. Hey, Ed from Queens, he said, always a pleasure to see you, brother. He says, even if I did not comment, I always watch and enjoy your show. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all guys got to realize, man, I say with all earnestness at my command, without my viewers and subscribers, man, I'm nothing. I'm still talking out there in the universe like I was before. You know. But y'all guys, y'all made it all worthwhile, man. Y'all giving me a purpose. Let's see. He says, what if you're married to a Filipina, but she's not with you? That's David. Well, you can't get in. I'm sorry. Now, unless you got a 13A visa, which is a permanent visa, I think you can even apply for that over in America. But your marriage has to be registered in the Philippine embassy or consulate over there, or over here. Hey, Paul Hans from Florida. Soaring to reality. What's going on, man? Yeah, Kurt Schwartz. Yes, she has to be with you. Nicholas Cherry said, that yappy dog is a troll. Well, I guess they let him in. It's from over my neighbors over there. They own a catering service. They're busy, too. Yeah, MJB and the P2B, he says freaky, scary heat in the Philippines. It is, man. You can't be walking around out here at a certain time of day. You better have a destination, and it better be A to B or you're going. All right? Because if you don't, you're going to get fried. Your clothes are going to be sweating. You're going to have to take, right now I'm taking, I promise you, man, 3 showers a day right now. Hey, Kona Ranger, thanks for that super sticker. Yeah, that's how sticky and, I mean, it is, man. If I walk from here, just right down there to the corner right there, I'm going to have to come back and take a shower. So what I do is I run all my errands. I write everything down I need. I do it all at once. Go out there. If I got to go over Rick's house, I go there. Grocery shopping, I go there. Go to the market. I do it all at once. Adam Chenoweth says the air conditioner everywhere you go. Not in the market, but yeah, the grocery store. But I'm gonna tell you something, Adam. When you got this big ass shield on, and then the damn mask that, you know, regulates your breathing, man, that makes you hot right there. MJB said you must go through a lot of toiletries. Well, I use a lot of bar soap, we do here, and deodorant. I can only use Secret deodorant. The other deodorant, it'll burn me. Even the ones that's supposed to be alcohol free, they burn me. Paul Hans says, I decided on Cebu instead of Manila if I need any medications from the VA. I'll just catch a boat over there. That's a great idea. I did everything wrong, ladies and gentlemen, on my first trip over here, except one thing. Well, actually, I did 2 things right. One thing was I flew into Cebu instead of Manila. I had never even been to the Philippines before, but I'd heard so much about Manila, I didn't want any of Manila. So I said, well, let me go to Cebu. Best thing I ever did. Don't put everything in one, don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. You're going to regret it. 4 is what you want to meet. If you're meeting them online, you better meet 4. 2 of them ain't coming. Just going to leave you with 2. This one's going to come up with every excuse why she can't go, and she's not going to want to put up with your, what you're trying to, you know, hey, meet me here, meet me there. It's only going to be 1 left. That's the one you're going to be with. Don't meet one, because I'm going to tell you, I got a buddy I've been talking to now on, he's from the UK. Noor is his name. This brother Sharp. He's like 30-something years old. He's originally from Africa, but he grew up and he said he came over, he met one girl, came over, and guess what? She didn't show up at the airport, guys. You know, he said, I had a good time anyway. But I'm telling you, man, don't do it. Because I'm going to tell you something. Hey, what's up, Mofo 9900? MJB and the P2B said, well, we're like a fish out of water, so no harm, no foul. Learn from trial and error and experience what works for you and what doesn't work for you. See, that's all my channel is, MJB and the P2B. That's all it is. My mistakes have become my secrets I share with you. That's all over here. If somebody can help you with. Like, don't get out of that airport without exchanging some money. You don't have to exchange it all because the taxi driver's not going to take English pounds or German marks or whatever it is they use over there, francs or whatever it is, or dollars. He's going to take, and then, or you can get it before you come over here. Get it from your bank. It's going to cost you anyway. You just pay a small fee for your bank to get you some Filipino pesos. That way you'll have them. But you don't want to do, you know, you want to make sure you have some pesos in your pocket when you leave the airport. You know. Because, see, I didn't do it. I gave the driver $20. I gave him $20 for a $3 trip. Paul Hans says, I'm not learning from trial and error. That's why I'm here. Absolutely. I wish there was a channel like mine where everybody's sharing their information and I could have learned from it. I didn't, man. I got on one chat room and I'm going to tell you, guess what the subject was, believe it or not? It's the reason I came. Just, do Filipinos love black men? That was the chat room. I just was in there for maybe 5 minutes and the lady said, absolutely, we love black men. They passionate and blah, 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 whatever she said. And I said, okay, well, I'm going. That was it. That's all the information I had on the Philippines. You know, I knew I didn't want to go to Manila. I knew that. And that was the best thing I did was I came to Cebu. Carlton Ingram says the PHP rate for the dollar is better at the airport. I try to tell people you get, in Cebu anyway, you get a good rate. For every 1,000 you spend, guys, you're only going to lose $7 versus the bank. And remember, when you go to the bank, they're going to ask questions. Where you get this money? It's going to be real, awkward, man, because the Philippines is strict here. They're going to follow, they go by the book here. If you bring a big stack of $100 bills in there, prepare to be in there all day. See? But if you got CCTV cameras, everybody's watching, you get you a few, get you, $500 worth or something like that, maybe even 1,000. Something's gonna hold you over. Everywhere you go, man, even though we're invisible over here, because the Filipino's so busy with his day-to-day activities, they see you when you go into M-Lawyer, Western Union, MoneyGram, Remitly and all that, going to the bank. They see you when you go in there, okay? And when you're in a place like Manila or Cebu, you don't want them people seeing you going in there every day like that. Because they would try you in those big cities. Now, Sam Champion, you're right. I love Manila. See? But I would not want to, I couldn't live there. That's for sure, because of my anxiety. See, I can't sit in traffic all day. And the one thing that drove me crazy about being in Manila, you're in the taxi, because that's the only way you're going to get around in Manila, basically. I'm talking about the Metro Manila. If you want to get there with any certainty and anything. And you're sitting there and that damn ticker's just ticking. Your money's just going out the window, So if you're going to do that, if you're going in a short run, a taxi's cheaper than the Grab. Grab is like the, that private service over here. On the short run, like from your Airbnb or hotel to SM Mall, Ayala Mall, take the taxi. But if you're going somewhere a long way, take the Grab. Kona Ranger likes Cebu the same reason I do. It's not as many people. And then see where the airport is in Cebu. It's located where when you get out of there, you're only 5 minutes from the main road. And it's a road from the airport to the main road in Mactan. Because you're going to land in Mactan. You're not going to be in Cebu. You got to cross the bridge to get to Cebu. It's only about 3 or 4 minutes, guys, and then there's no traffic on that little private road. And then you're there. Then you're there. You're in Cebu. You just go down that road, that main road they call the National Highway, and then you just go over the bridge to Cebu. And you're gonna hit some traffic, but not like Manila. When you come out of the airport, Manila, boom, you're right there in the traffic. There's no escaping it in Manila. Terry Dale says, have you been to Iloilo, Calvin? I have, and I love Iloilo. It's voted the most progressive city in the Philippines so many years in a row. It's Bacolod City and Iloilo's right here. They're separated by a stretch of ocean or sea, whatever you want to call it. It takes about 45 minutes in a fast crowd. They're like, Bacolod is the wicked witch of the West. Iloilo City is considered Glenda the Good Witch. I love both of them. This one's cleaner. It's safer. Iloilo is. And their uh, waterfront is a whole lot better. But I love Bacolod. Um, they got some fine women, man. They got some fine women in Bacolod. But hey, guys, I got to get off here. I want to thank everybody for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up. Um, just your support, man. You know, all your kindness, your generosity, man. You know, it really means a big deal to me. But if you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, I hope you help somebody. I'm serious when I say this, guys. You know, but if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, let's see what time it is. What time is it? About 11:30 or something like that. You got the whole rest of the day to intentionally go out and find somebody to help. Today is Wednesday. We have our electronic community pantry giveaway at 12 o'clock today. We're going to give away 2 25-kilo sacks of rice and then one 1,100 pesos worth of groceries to our 3 winners. We let the spin wheel pick them. We don't, that's why I'm saying I'm not a charity. This is a game, guys. Okay? Of anybody who really wants to know. Because there's millions of people over here who need our help, man. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. I want you to know I'm going to have a short video later. This is day 4 of our house construction. But my main video is going to be up in the mountains. Y'all asked me to do one up there. I'm going to give you some spectacular views. I'm going to show you the menu. I'm going to show you the food we're going to eat. We're going to have a nice time, guys. Take care. Appreciate it.